the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Lights 57. 57's mine. Let's go.
On second and 15 now. Carr completes it to Benjamin. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what he rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Gordon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Ran, top.
Why?
Alert.
Under crunch.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Let's go, baby.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Move.
They go play action with Trubisky. Caught by Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here it comes. Check.
Ran, top.
Be good. Shoot.
Hey, 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Alert 3.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Right down. Ready? Straight to one. General West. Switch it. White.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. They get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's cracked.
OP.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180.
Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, exit. Babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cleveland Farrell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
93. 93. Express. Hey, high 7.
Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. first half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They run it here with Gordon. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Right 80!
All day, dog. Double tight, double tight. Double tight.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Allen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to knock this one through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
What, down? 280? No, check. 734. 2 right here. 280.
Here's Carr to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
18.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Raiders nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
No.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. Richard lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Raiders take over first
Keep
and
playing
10
hard.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. And bringing out here an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, the former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa bringing the lumber that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
What we got? What we got? Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And some space here. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 7-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey! Hey, we got 4 down.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
You got it. 18.
You scared of it? Check.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is a scripted.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Got some room at the 30. Down to the 28-yard line. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 28. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them, that's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad.
Tighten up. Check. Check out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 29-yard line.
29. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Allen's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Able to get this to Gordon. Room here to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 30 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Chargers 37, Raiders nothing. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 50. Check 50.
Kill. Express. Hey. 57. Raider 9.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, watch the edge. Heavy.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch safety creep. Raider 1. Safety.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Here's Ty Long now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Raider 1. 552. Express. Coming.
Hey, Haywood.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, that QB's trash.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr.
Check.
And this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike. Come on. 180. Got to do better. Come on, Q.
Red, up.
Twist. Lock in. Hey, check.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the Jets sweep, this is Bryant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and goal. Trubisky. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Chargers 44, Raiders nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Raiders take over.
Let's go, Spud.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
We're good. 185. Check nickel. White.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You don't want it.
Wide, get wide. Under crunch.
Carr to throw again. Completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Check 9, check.
Purdue.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Rush in.
On the draw, Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Down. You're wide at 8. Double dog. That's the way.
Again, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Carr going to go on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.